What's up, Stepper? Congratulations. You just got reduction of price. You already got the property under contract with the seller. You ended up selling it to the end buyer, but your end buyer only offers you, little bit over the asking price. So you're about to go back to your seller and get them to go down a little bit. And they said yes. Now what do? How do you get the seller to go down and make sure that shows on the paperwork for the title company? Don't trip. I got you with a free contract addendum, my personal contract addendum that I've used over these last 2 years of full-time real estate investing. So with the contract addendum, if you don't know what that is when you have to amend your contract. So if you already have original terms in place, you have to go back and change that original contract terms. Then you do what's called an amendment of contract instead of changing the contract and getting a different contract signed. I can show you a lot better than I can tell you. So let's go ahead and hop right into it.
Guys. So this is the example addendum that you guys, download for free. This is my personal contract addendum that I use in anytime I need to amend or, do an amendment to a contract. So the first thing you have is the date. So this contract is dated this 14th day of May, 2021, today's date. So then you have your seller on the top line. So your seller's LLC would be right there, or their name. And then you have your LLC right here. So the first clause is seller name first, and then your LLC, the parties. So these are interchangeable. Everything that I have highlighted in yellow is what you need to pay attention to change. Obviously, you'll change this and the date as well, but these are the main things. So enter into a purchase and sell agreement, the contract. Now I highlight this, guys, because you can also amend a, let's say if you had a subject to deal, or if you had a land contract, or if you had an assignment contract, right? You had let's say your buyer has to change their LLC on the assignment contract. You would still need an addendum. So you'll put assignment contract right here, or you'll put land contract. So this is interchangeable as well. And it'll be referred to as the contract. Dated on May 8th, 2021. So this is the date of that original contract. So the original contract, say if you got a property under contract on May 8th, today's the 14th, and you have to amend the contract, then you would have to change this date. So you will make sure that this date is not the day of the contract addendum, it's the date of the original contract. So for the purpose of purchasing the property located at 123 Main Street, Phoenix, Arizona 45205. So right here, this is interchangeable as well. This is the address of the property. So this will always be interchangeable. And you're purchasing the property by your LLC. So your LLC is the one that's going to be purchasing the property. So you'll put that here. So the parties desire to amend the contract on the terms and conditions set forth in this contract addendum, the agreement. So this contract addendum is referred to as the agreement throughout the addendum. So this agreement is the first amendment. So remember, this can be the second, third, fourth, guys. You can amend contracts however many times that needs to be in order to make the deal get done. So this will be first if it's the first one. If it's not the first one, then you'll have your third, fourth, or fifth, whatever. So references in this agreement to the contract are to the contract as previously amended or varied. So if it was previously amended or varied, it's like, if this was the first amendment and then there's another one, then this amendment refers to the previous amendment, not the original contract. That's all this means. All right, so in consideration of the parties agreeing to amend their obligations in the existing contract, other valuable consideration, the recipient or the receipt and sufficiency of which is hereby acknowledged, the parties agree to keep, perform, and fulfill the promises, conditions, and agreements below. So this contract is amended as follows. So if you wanted to have a price reduction, you would just put this. A price has been reduced to $200K. Simple as that. Or let's say if you needed it to be, change, let's say you just change the closing date, right? So if you had to change the closing date, then you would say, change the closing date. You get what I'm going. You guys get what I'm going with that. So, without doing too much, if you just had to go right here, let's say closing, let's say property will close by May 28th, 2021, right? Say if you had a closing date that was supposed to be, the today, maybe you had a closing that was supposed to be, let's just say the 21st, right? Then if you have to push it back a week, you would just put property will close by May 28th. That's it. So it's not really a big old deal. So no other change except, what's set forth in this agreement. It's a miscellaneous term, capitalized terms not otherwise defined. So this right here is all boilerplate. The boilerplate meaning that, this is what you see is what you get right here. So this is nothing tricky at all. But this governing law right here, this is the only other thing you will have to change. So this is state of Ohio. Obviously, it's not Ohio and there's Arizona, but I do most of my business in Ohio, so that's why it's right there. But you guys can change that in your own, agreement. So you'll do state of wherever you have to be. So this is why I have it highlighted, and that's pretty much it. So it's just saying that without regard to the jurisdiction in which any action or special proceeding may be instituted. So this is all in the state of Ohio. Whatever their laws are, whatever their duties are, that's what you're following. So both parties agree to the above terms on this 12th day of May 2021. So your LLC, seller LLC. Simple as that. Your LLC, seller LLC, you guys both agree, and that's it. So with you guys both agreeing, then you're good. So everything is good right there. And yeah, that's it. Good job, guys. This is all you need to know. It's all you need. You will be good to go. And again, this is, available for download in the description. So you guys will be good. I appreciate you tuning in, and I really know that this will help you. And I'm going to create a whole playlist. That way, any contracts or anything that you need, you'll just be able to click it and, watch the video and watch the walkthrough. As always, get to stepping.